forecast, although nothing is happening at the moment, so nothing likely to form at this point. So not really talking about that actively out in the Atlantic Basin. What we're talking more about, of course, this week is just that more typical summer-like kind of setup with a lot of heat and humidity, and also the storms and some severe storms for sure across deep East Texas. As I was mentioning, there are some active warnings with these cells for the high wind gusts near 60 miles per hour and also for the hail potential. And we're seeing them move into Louisiana, but as I was pointing out, it looks like these will be slowly weakening as they move across our state. Here is one model, for example, by 3 p.m. showing a few showers or storms, maybe even popping up ahead of some of that rain that we see at the moment out to our west. And then some of those storms may start to approach a little closer by about 7 p.m. And then we'll move on toward 10 p.m. and things should be wrapping up by then. So decent chance to get some afternoon or evening showers and storms today, although not everyone will get it. Looking ahead to tomorrow, a 3 p.m. time frame, you can see a few more storms developing and maybe into tomorrow evening too. So we keep our rain chance a little bit elevated for the next couple of days at least. And our temperatures are taking off meantime. 93 in New Orleans and feeling like 105. That humidity has gone up. Our dew points middle 70s, so it is really feeling muggy and oppressive. We made it through a big chunk of May with some heat, but the humidity not terrible. But really this week, we've seen that humidity definitely surge. Temperatures right now are lower to middle 90s. Our winds right now, mainly actually from the northeast, feels like temperatures way into the triple digits. Now, I've been noticing some of these typically run a little higher around the Thibodaux, Raceland, Homa area. So not quite sure if those are completely accurate, just kind of looking at the general scene for the rest of our area. But we are certainly feeling like up to about 105 at least, and maybe even a little bit higher than that this afternoon. We also have that chance for rain. High temperatures might be around 94, but we're already at 93 and it's just noon. So it is possible we could exceed 94. Today's record high for today's date is 96, as I was saying. So it's conceivable we could touch that and maybe tie it this afternoon, depending on what happens. Only 3 degrees away from that right now. Heat indices continue in the triple digits this afternoon, and then they drop into the 80s. So an improvement at least for later on tonight. We will feel like 80s all night, factoring in that humidity, but our air temperatures should drop into the 70s with those mostly dry conditions. Wanted to go back quickly to satellite and radar and show you also our surface feature. This is a surface front, and what we're seeing is this motion where we're having the storms form up out to the west, what's called MCS's, mesoscale convective systems, and then move across Louisiana from west to east. So this is something we'll probably be tracking a couple of afternoons in the future at least, as we see these storms form up to the west, roll across Louisiana, maybe weaken toward the second part of the day once they reach us, and kind of generally moving along this surface front, although the front itself will move a little bit and bouncing up and down to the north and south. But the general movement will be that daily chance of storms moving in from the west. So that will be a chance for rain through the rest of this week. Actually, today and into tomorrow and Thursday, we have about 30–40% chances of rain. This would be mostly afternoon to evening. I dropped it a little Friday and Saturday. Models don't have quite as much around. And this weekend, by Saturday to Sunday, we'll have maybe about 20–30% chances of rain. So certainly in that summer pattern, but hey, at least our temperatures are going to go down a little bit this week, topping out in the upper 80s with that chance for daily showers and storms. That is just about average for this point in the year.